A beggar, wrapped in a torn blanket, begged for alms from people every day at the cold railway station. His life meant nothing more than eating, sleeping, and asking. One day, while begging amidst the crowd at the station, a businessman in a suit came and said, "Those who have nothing to give have no right to ask." This single sentence lit a spark in the beggar's eyes. Within a few days, it transformed him from a beggar into a successful businessman. But how could just one sentence change his entire life? To find out, watch the full story. Once, in a corner of a railway station, sat a beggar. Wrapped in an old, torn blanket, he extended his hand on the cold cement platform, asking people for alms. His daily routine was always the same: beg, eat, sleep. But one day, a signal for change arrived in his life. Through the crowd at the station walked a tall man in a suit. His shoes gleamed, and he carried a briefcase in hand. The beggar's eyes lit up. He thought, "This man seems quite wealthy. Maybe I can get something good from him." He approached and said, "Sir, please help me a little." The man looked at the beggar and said, "Why should I help you? Will you give me something in return? Besides, all you ever do is ask. Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar felt a little embarrassed and said, "Sir, I am a beggar. I have nothing to give." The man shook his head and said, "Those who have nothing to give have no right to ask either. I am a businessman. I believe in the rules of exchange. Only if you can give me something, then I can give you something in return." These words left a deep mark on the beggar's mind. He sat thinking, maybe I don't get much because I never give anything to anyone. But I am a beggar. What can I give? He went home. 2 days passed, yet he found no answer. On the third day, sitting near the station, he noticed colorful flowers blooming on a tree branch. Suddenly, an idea struck him. If people give me money, I can give them flowers in return. The beggar picked some flowers from the tree and gathered some grass flowers from the ground, then offered them to people. Whenever someone gave money, he handed them a flower. People were delighted to receive the flowers and took care of them. Some people began to give even more in hope of receiving flowers. Day after day, this became his new routine. As long as he had flowers, people gave him alms. But once the flowers were gone, no one gave him anything. One day, the tall man returned from a train. The beggar ran up and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I will give you a flower." The man laughed and gave him money. The beggar handed over the flower. The man said, "See, today you have become a businessman, just like me." The beggar's chest swelled with joy. He realized this was the key to his life. He jumped off the train platform and shouted to the sky, "I am no longer a beggar. I am a businessman. I can become rich." From the next day, he never came to the station to beg again. 6 months later, 2 suited men boarded a train at the same station. They shook hands with each other. The first man asked, "Who are you? I couldn't recognize you." The second man said, "I am the beggar." The first man was astonished. "Oh yes, you are that beggar. The first time I didn't help you. The second time I bought flowers from you. And today, wearing a suit, where are you going?" The first man proudly said, "Yes, I am that beggar. But today I am a successful flower businessman. I am going to another city for business. You taught me the law of nature. We receive only when we give. Before, I thought of myself as a beggar, but now I know through exchanges with people, we not only gain but also find the path of life." Both laughed and continued their journey, discussing how to succeed in business life. From this story, we learn 3 lessons. First, those who know how to give, receive. Success comes when we give to others. Just asking is not enough. Second, think big of yourself. If you consider yourself small, you will always remain small. Opportunities never come if you don't know your worth. Third, success begins in the mind. Think of yourself as an entrepreneur. Even small initiatives in life can bring big changes. A single small step can alter the course of life. So friends, if this story has even slightly changed your perspective on growing and improving, give the video a like, and to regularly receive educational and inspirational stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.